Thank you so much, Louis. 大家好，我是美国国会议员孟昭文，欢迎大家到华盛顿。我们是山东河南人，我爸爸山东人，妈妈河南人。And my parents are actually with us here in Washington today, so it's very exciting to be able to get together with old friends and new friends as well. I'm so happy to welcome all of you to Washington, D.C. This is our nation's capital. This is your capital. And really excited to be here, especially as we commemorate the 80th anniversary of the repeal of the Chinese Exclusion Act. And to continue to talk about the ways that we will continue to work for equity for our Asian American community across the whole country. I don't have to tell you about the Chinese Exclusion Act, which was the first significant law restricting immigration to the U.S. based on ethnicity. This act suspended immigration for Chinese people for 10 years. The repeal of the act in 1943 was an important first step towards equality for Chinese Americans. And while all of us here understand the significance of this act and its repeal, it's a part of our nation's history that most people do not know about. Even when I was a kid growing up in very diverse New York City, we barely learned about this piece of history beyond a line or two in our textbooks. But as you all know, throughout our nation's history, Asian Americans have been a part of so many accomplishments, scientific discoveries to economic development to social justice movements. And these accomplishments are often missed in the greater narrative of the American story and who is an American. That includes us, Chinese Americans. And that's why I'm especially proud, and thank you for this second frame. This is really cool. That was my bill, which honestly was from many years ago. I put that bill in I think 2014, 2015, but no one cared about it. No one was paying attention to it. And I do have to give credit to also our New York senior senator, Chuck Schumer, because we were at one of these Stop Asian Hate rallies, and I said to Chuck, hey, I've had this bill for a long time. And he said, let's do it. And you know, sometimes when politicians say, let's do it, we don't know if they really mean it. But he kept true to his word. Within 2 months, not even, the bill was passed and signed into law. But I do have to thank some of my colleagues in the Black caucus and in the Hispanic caucus because they were the ones that supported this bill every step of the way. They sent testimony, they testified on the floor of the House in support of this bill and this potential museum. So we are very grateful for the allyship and the partnership that we have here in Washington, D.C. and around the country. It is really important to have a museum like this, and I'm also pushing for more inclusive education in our curriculum, in our schools, because our children, not just Chinese kids, all students need to learn about this important piece of American history. Asian history, Chinese American history is also American history. So I'm so grateful for all of you coming here today. I know that especially my New York friends, you woke up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to be here, and I know it's not easy, but it's really very meaningful for you to be here, and I wish you great luck today as you continue to discuss this, and we will continue to work together. Thank you so much for being here. Happy holidays.